Yo, welcome back, everybody. Now another Top 10 show coming at you. We have our Top 10 Worst Films of 2016, and we are going to go back to our original format. If you have watched our other, not our Top 10 podcast, or listened to our podcast, simulcasting, question mark, maybe? But we're going to go back to doing our top 5 through 1. If we have a similar movie within the top 5, then we will concede for the higher movie and refill our spot with one of them on our list. So, without further ado, introducing me, Scott Icebox Nemi, Taylor Ruffle Wheeler, Damon DZ Gumbert, and Trace Couch Patch. So, who wants to start this mofter? Damoon. Alright, do it.
Alright, my number 5, worst film of 2016, The Purge, whatever, election year, or whatever the fuck.
Wow, that's pretty bad. We all watched that together.
Yep, we watched
Historically,
it together.
they've been pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was your second
Yeah.
time? Okay. Sorry.
I watched it twice
Bad
because of you
movie.
guys.
Yeah. Because I didn't know what else you guys wanted to watch, so I just put that on.
All I have to say is
It
that
was awful.
like those two shoplifting girls were the worst. Remember?
They were the worst. I would, never mind.
You would?
Yeah, I would, in a heartbeat.
That's where he was going. I knew it.
Yeah.
Jesus H.
I can't
Jesus
remember
H.
what I was going to say. Yeah, the dialogue was atrocious, the story was bad,
It's just pointless.
acting
movie.
wasn't great. I mean, just a bad movie altogether.
I didn't even like the first.
I liked the first one,
I
the second
didn't.
one was awful.
I started watching
The
it when I
idea of
watched
it
the
is
second
like
two.
cool if it was in like some sort of dystopian future or
Yeah, but they didn't
whatnot.
really do enough with it. I don't know.
And it's
it
like
was too
after
confined.
the first one, everyone was like, "Oh, they should do more with the Purge," and they did more of the Purge, and it was bad.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Isn't
there's
Ethan
only-
Hawke in the first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird too.
Ethan Hawke, Lena Headey.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce your name.
Shit is heady.
Edie, I think it's
Yeah,
probably.
whatever.
But all right.
It's the Purge 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Do I do 4 too?
We'll just do 5-4, and then we'll do
5, 4,
3-2, and then
1.
we'll each do our
All
ones.
right. My number 4, Batman vs Superman.
Same Z's.
Good.
It's lower.
Yeah, it's lower. It's my 6.
Considering how many horror films I watch,
Okay,
it's lower.
so even higher, technically. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's underneath 5.
It's my
right?
number 9.
Okay. Yeah. So Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice, because you have to announce that it's Dawn of Justice, otherwise.
Yeah,
It's-
I heard that in class today. This guy's like, he said Batman vs Superman. You know, Dawn of Justice. Like, oh no, oh fuck, we didn't get it that
we started
time.
making jokes like, "Oh, I'm so glad he announced that it was Dawn of Justice. I would have thought it was the other
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman movie that came out."
Well, the Walmart tag is DOJ.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
true.
God, awful.
Well,
Department of Justice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's an awful movie. Awful.
You don't
I don't
know the
think it's that
full
bad.
awfulness of this film unless you get like the extended version, which I unknowingly got, and in the fucker's like there's like 3.5 hours long, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I'm sitting here thinking
you
like,
bought it?
no, I didn't
No, he
buy it. I
rented it.
rented
Oh.
that son of a bitch. Like all of a sudden I'm watching this and I'm like,
Feel bad for Ellie. I'm laughing really loud. I apologize.
when the hell is this gonna end? And I'm like, this is garbage. This movie is trash. This is absolute trash.
So bad.
What's the point of the movie?
I don't
What
know.
is the point?
Can
Like, Wonder Woman's cool. It's not even that bad, man. Like, no, it's terrible.
So bad.
can I make a confession?
You like
I
it?
bought the movie
Oh my
Stop,
god.
dude.
for $6.
Why would you buy it
It's
for
not
$6?
even- Not even worth it.
Don't know. I'm sorry.
Gonna end
Like,
up in
I
a
refuse to
Halloween
watch this
fucking
movie.
bin of
It's because I
movies
have
you're gonna give away.
I have every other Batman movie on Blu-ray.
It's not
still-
worth it.
I
dude.
still
It's
refuse
the
to
problem.
buy
Like,
it.
I have that same problem.
I know.
because
It's terrible.
I bought it too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
generally, if I go to a movie in the
I'm not-
theaters,
I'm not-
I feel like
I'm
I
not
wanna buy it
disagreeing with you
afterwards, and
guys.
that and Suicide Squad.
I liked Ben
I'm not gonna
Affleck
buy
as
those
Batman. Is that enough?
Sure. No, that's fine. But, like, what do you want to do with Lex Luthor Jr.? Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's where they didn't ever say it outright, but
Alexander
that's what they're
Luthor, yeah.
Yeah.
because he has
A
a father.
junior, he's
in the
stupid.
picture.
The monster that he creates is
Doomsday.
stupid. The fact that one of the heroes dies is stupid.
But you know, he's not actually dead because they show that stupid.
Yeah, they
fucking
were
part at the
stupid,
end.
and they're like, "Hey, guess what? We got a tease." that
Like
he's
we
coming
didn't
back."
know that he was still alive in the beginning.
Did you like Man of Steel in any amount?
I never, dude. I'm not watching that garbage, dude. I'm not watching
Man, it's
DC.
better.
Man,
I'm not watching
it's a lot
DC
better.
trash. Okay, I'm not
I
watching
know.
DC trash. I'm giving myself to Marvel. I don't like their characters as much. Batman's my favorite, but like I'm gonna go back after watching some of this atrocious garbage, and I'm just gonna sit there and wrap myself in a blanket and rock back and forth and watch the '90s version of the Batman TV show. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
I don't even need it. I have them all over
Oh,
there.
nice.
Except for like season 4, I think. I gotta get that.
But yeah, it's a rough one. All right, that's my. Wait, are we
Yeah,
going?
that was my 5 and 4.
We'll just go or
We'll go with
co-
Taylor.
clockwise then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm last again.
My number
Yeah,
5
switching.
was a combination of disappointment and boredom.
Alright,
Is
cool.
The Lobster.
Wow.
Higher.
What?
Higher.
Oh my.
Sorry.
It's fine. I will go with my next one,
It's fine.
which is 999.
Really? Okay, let's talk about it. I've never saw it.
It was so boring and nothing happened, and it wasted such a good cast.
It did have a good
'Cause
cast.
It was, I forget who was all in it.
Like
but
Casey
it's-
Affleck,
Casey Affleck,
Anthony
Chiwetel
Mackie.
Ejiofor. There's another one. There's another one. There's
Woody
another one,
Harrelson's
there's
in
another
Woody
one.
there.
Harrelson.
Yeah, like it had such a good cast. It had a decent premise for it because it's a premise we've seen before, but they
Aaron
took
Paul.
they took the same premise you've seen before of like crooked cops robbing and all this and blah 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 and rehashed it, but rehashed it worse than like 90% of the movies that have done it before. So it's a complete bore. It's not worth it to even watch it on any level because I think it's like a 2.5 hour film, and you can just watch them talk for most of it and nothing happened, and it just kind of blah. And then I think even like Kate Blanchett or somebody like that's in there too.
Kate Winslet.
Winslet. Sure.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
My number 4
This guy.
is, and this is going to be mainly because I watch terrible horror movies, is The Darkness. Just the one.
Kevin Bacon?
Yes. It was.
That was my reaction when you saw that.
Yeah.
What do you mean, dude? Kevin Bacon's amazing in Stir of Echoes.
Okay,
I
but
love Stir
yeah.
of Echoes.
Sir Echoes is good.
Sir Echoes is really good. This one was terrible.
And Death Sentence. That was a dope Kevin Bacon movie.
Oh yeah, that sentence.
I have no idea what that is.
John
Loser. You gotta go to Family Video and look in their dollar section then.
And I'd have to go inside the video.
Well, just because you're a fucking outlaw.
I am.
Anyways,
But a rebel.
The Darkness is just, it's a terrible movie overall. Like, the character design for their monsters, like, which are supposed to be, like, I think they're supposed to be Indian, like, Native American, like, people that came back from the dead or whatever.
nice.
But they're fucking terrible looking. Like, they just went to a dollar store, grabbed a bird mask, and stuck it on one of them. Like, and then the acting is atrocious. The kid, Kevin Bacon, the wife, I don't know her name, the other daughter in there, you just don't like any of them throughout the entire thing. You're just hoping that they die, and then when they don't die, you're disappointed.
Oh, spoiler alert, you dick.
Oh, sorry, because everyone's going to run out and see The Darkness.
Dang, man.
That was your 4?
Yep.
My up?
Yeah.
Ride Along 2.
Ooh,
Why
why?
did you watch that?
Did you watch the first one?
No.
What are you doing?
I got invited to a birthday party and that was where it was going, so. Got to watch Ride Along the. What the hell is that guy's name? The little shrimp guy?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's douche.
Yeah, that's Kevin.
Ice Cube's movies are shitty. Like he's just in it for money. He's a business guy. That's all he is. And his movies are garbage.
I have a movie pretty high on my list, actually. That's it's not a Kevin Hart movie. It's a Ice Cube movie.
They're shitty. And I'm
No,
sick
not
and
like-
tired of
not
sick and
this
tired
one,
of
not
seeing these two guys in movies because you know what? They sell. And then you know what? That's the sad thing about it. When people will try to tell me, well, what do you mean you didn't like? What do you mean you didn't like this movie? Well, you liked Ride Along 2, so why the fuck would I even listen to what you're saying? Okay, Ride Along 2 is just complete shit. It's worse than the first one. Don't see it. Then number 4, I already said Batman vs Superman. You're up.
Did you ever play it?
No.
We
He's
tied.
the same as me.
We
Yeah.
tied.
Oh, we're tied.
You
Oh.
big dumb.
How do you know that? Give him a break.
Alright. But I just want to. You can keep doing that.
Why'd you
The
so mean?
Barbershop 3 is actually a really good movie.
Oh, because
He was talking about.
Okay, so number
Barbershop 3?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm not even going to touch it.
really-
number 5, Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Higher.
Really?
No, I haven't even seen it. Got him.
This movie was garbage. I had no interest. The only interesting thing about the movie was Sacha Baron Cohen's as time. He was literally the only thing I cared about at all in this movie. It just like it was a pointless movie to make. I almost felt
Except for it made money. The first one made money.
yeah, and the first one wasn't even that bad. Like I enjoyed most of it, but this movie was just I don't know. Like it wasn't even Tim Burton directing it. So and Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter really didn't have a purpose in the whole movie, but he was the poster child of everything about it. And I don't know. I fell asleep, and I don't fall asleep to movies ever. Like it's very hard for me to fall asleep to movies, especially in the theater. I dozed off, and that can just attest for me not liking the movie.
I
So,
don't know. It just didn't feel right the entire time. Like Alice was doing it out of selfish reasons, and I'm supposed to care, and like all sorts of stuff like that. It's like you said, Sacha Baron Cohen's time was the best part about it.
Yep.
Like I didn't care about the Red Queen coming back. I didn't care about her childhood.
no,
I didn't care about Anne Hathaway, and
it was just boring.
like,
It wasn't. There's just nothing going on. And that'll segue me into my next movie. Let's talk about it. Lobster.
Fuck you.
This was my. If this was a straight most disappointed of the year, this is my number one. But it is the worst overall, so I'm putting Lobster here because I just literally found the movie boring as all hell. It was, and I was so excited to see it because I really, really wanted to see. The trailer made it seem so awesome and so funny.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't funny. The only funny part of the whole movie was when he kicked that child. I thought that was funny because he kicked the child. But you don't agree.
No,
talk to
I
me.
can't believe you guys
I
are
don't-
saying this.
It's
What
so
was funny
slowly
about it was
paced and not
slow as
funny, like-
fucking hell.
But that's the way the whole fucking movie is revolving around is these slow characters doing this slow activity, doing this.
I know,
It's
but
a
I
slow-
don't care
But that-
about
But
it.
it's hilarious. And on top of that, then you have a mystery around the whole hotel that you want to unravel.
Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't. I don't feel like they unravel anything.
No.
But you do because they go outside the actual hotel and you realize that if you're not with someone, then all of a sudden now you can't be out in public. So to me, you must have a certain time to become
Yeah,
get
you
with
do
somebody.
have a time. You do. There is they laid out a time frame.
Yeah.
And they asked them when they were in the mall, like, "Who? I need to see your ID. I need to see who your spouse is." And
Yeah, and
then they.
I don't know. I guess if they would have did it in a better way, all of that would have been fine with me because all of that that aspect of the whole story that was depicted in the trailer made me more interested in, maybe the most interested in coming to see this movie. And what I got was just bland. The best thing I can say about this movie is that it looked really nice because it was cinematically great and it was shot using natural daylight and it looked good.
I mean, it looked good, but it was bland.
I think it's. I honestly think it's that's the way it's supposed to be.
I
The
know,
characters-
and that's fine.
the
that
characters
that's the
are
way it's-
supposed to
And
be.
I get that it's supposed to be. I just found it boring. Like,
Yeah, it just,
I didn't like the ending. I just was just thoroughly disappointed because I had a different idea coming into the movie
honestly,
than
if
what
they
I
had
got.
turned Colin Farrell into a lobster, I might have actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, but it's
Just for
all
that
about
movie.
like the fact that you're supposed to find this someone, so you feel like you're forced. In this day and age, when you're supposed
Yeah.
to find someone that you truly feel like is the one,
Right.
and I think this film is exploring the fact that maybe that's not the case.
Right.
Maybe the case is that you find someone that you're with and you're okay with being with, and the fact that he's not gonna stab his eyeballs out for this girl is, to me, it just reiterates the point that, although he likes this girl, maybe she's, being forced in the situation of being like, oh, well, I gotta be with you, or you're gonna be with me, or something like that, is, I don't know, I thought is actually something that I enjoyed, and even the beginning where, they're going through it so slowly and everything, and like, you have a certain amount of days to find someone. I loved it, and when he looks out the window and sees these people in one of those like rain suits
Yeah.
being rounded up. I was like, okay, tell me more about this. I was interested in it, and they actually do. They come
Yeah.
full circle around it, and
Just something about it. I don't
Just-
know, man. It's just like couldn't get onto it.
I couldn't get into the characters at all. Like,
Yeah, I
if
didn't
Colin
care
Farrell
about
died, I
him.
would have been like, oh, well, that happened.
I
If
didn't
John
care
C.
about.
Reilly died, I would have been like, oh, that happened. Rachel Weisz died, I would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I would have
Uh,
been upset because I like Rachel Weisz.
I just didn't care about him, and I didn't find any of the. I know it was going for the dark humor, but I just didn't find any of it funny. I don't know, and I get all those themes, like all those
It
themes.
was a
I
very
totally
subtle
understand.
funny. Like there was a couple moments where it was like really funny. Like the he kicks the kid, and then when
So good.
I laughed really hard when I think he knocks out what's the chick's name from Spectre?
I don't.
The main chick in the woods.
yeah,
He
I
like
forget how to.
she's like just
The
randomly
like
doing
Mia
something. He like runs
Yeah,
behind her and
yeah.
like smacks her in the back of the head with something. I laughed my ass off at that point. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know. I just
But-
couldn't. I just couldn't. Maybe I'll give it a second.
It is
But,
it is
like, I just
slow
could
and
not
bland,
get
but I
by.
agree with him. I think it was done on purpose.
Well,
Which
and
that doesn't like mean that it's gonna everyone's gonna love it.
no, I know, but I think it was unique. I think it's a breath of fresh
I agree.
air in the landscape of movies that we have to watch during 2016. Like, you know, no offense to the movies that have, you know, ranked highly on the list, and, you know, if this is the way I feel, I guess I should have put it higher on my list of best of 2016. But when it comes down to it, the only place that it lost me is when he has to turn into, like, the rebellion in that case. And you're not allowed to look at people, you're not allowed to be with somebody. It's like the same aspect of the actual hotel, except for inverse. Like, they're forcing you to do so much stuff,
Right.
and, you know, you just want to live your own life. And I mean, it's just
Yeah.
the way the society is looks at people. You know, you're single, you're this or that, or you're not married, you're this or that. You know, you're not. I feel like it was a movie that was, you know, something that I went into thinking like, okay, I wasn't expecting much because I didn't think people enjoyed it that much, but it kept my interest and I was watching it throughout. And whether that was because the brother was a dog or that was because I was wondering if he's gonna get turned into a lobster, like it kept my attention throughout. And the weird friends that he makes is great. And, you know, the basically like that internal clock that's ticking from the time he gets there to the time he has, you know, 2 days left before he has, you know, before he's gonna get turned into lobsters.
Right.
And I wanted to see what happened, and it kept my interest throughout.
Yeah, it just didn't.
It
I'd like
just
have the
involved
same
me.
effect, like you said, like Allie can come into a movie and she likes it. You guys have similar tastes in liking movies, right?
No.
Or you have.
I only back that up to when someone who has very particular taste comes into a movie
Okay.
that I like and is blown away by it as well. Then I just back that up with, you
That's
know,
fair.
it's like
Well-
the same thing with my dad. Like, the dude
Yeah.
fast forwards to anything that
Yeah.
bores him a little bit.
Well, I guess the same kind of scenario could be said with Kaylin. She'll typically, if she comes in and likes a movie, I can take that as, well, she walked out halfway through this movie and didn't finish it. So I don't know. It's just something about it just rubbed us the wrong way.
And it's legit because I watched it with my dad and my stepmom, and they were both pissed at the end of it. And I was just kind of there like,
Why were they mad though? Well,
because they just thought it was like a giant waste of time for them.
oh, because I was gonna say
like
if they're upset at the way it ends, I mean that's just
No,
victim
no.
emotion. like-
No.
I
it's
thought
just-
it ended well. I think it lasted a little too long. Like it stayed a little too long on Rachel Weisz.
No, and that's what I'm
But-
saying. It gets a little bland when
Yeah.
he gets to the point where he runs away from the actual hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But up until then, the scenes where he's running through the hotel trying to get away from
Oh,
his
yeah.
chick, like that's intense shit. And for a movie that's that's supposed to be, you know, that cut and
I
dry.
can't do it.
Fine.
I mean, I
Agree to
wouldn't say
disagree.
intensity for that.
Agree
Like,
to
I would say
disagree.
it's like slow paced juice.
God damn it! Agree to disagree. I want to talk.
What do you? No, I know, but like we could say the same thing about the shit that happens in Grand Budapest Hotel. When are those chases actually like
But it's,
intense? It's
like,
still slow paced.
The thing
You know
with
what I mean?
Wes
Like-
Anderson though is it's a very stylized. You get colors and you get all of this at once. Where with The Lobster, you got bland Colin Farrell with bland other girl in a very very bland environment, so you don't have anything to look at.
Well, that's
aside
what he
from-
said. He liked the way it was shot with
Well, I
natural
said
daylight.
Yeah,
and-
I like the use the use
Well,
the
he-
natural daylight. Yeah.
But I mean, the sets are bland.
yeah.
That's
Are
my
bland.
thing with this. Is it's a very boring set. It's a very boring like thing overall, basically.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the lack of color or even the, you know, the presence of color, I suppose would evict you know,
No, I
what
get
it's
it.
trying to do. I don't know. I feel like whatever, dude. Just go with your shit, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, Damon.
My number 3 is Independence Day 2.
Yeah, you're good.
Should have put the first one down.
Independence Day?
Independence Day is shit, dude.
I mean, I don't disagree. I enjoy the movie because I think it's fun, but it has a bad story and
Movie
it has
week.
not great acting.
All right, yeah.
Which
Independence Day
this
2 is
takes
shit.
like the shitty like story that Independence Day had and just like delves deeper into the dumbness of it. God, and it's horrible. Fucking the only like one of the redeeming qualities of the first one was Will Smith, and they just were like, fuck it, we'll kill him off, without even him being in the movie, and replace him with some just like dude they pull. I feel like they just pulled him off the street. He was fucking garbage at acting.
Liam Hemsworth.
No, the dude who plays
Will Smith's son?
Will Smith's
Oh
son,
my God,
the
he
grown up
was
son.
bad.
He was so fucking bad.
It was just rough.
He gives like a speech and it is god awful. It is the most bland, like bland, most bland, like one of the most like it is awful speech. Who's the president again? I can't remember his name now.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, man.
He actually does a really good job. I thought he was good.
But they
everything else
just
about the
made him
movie
the
was bad.
Randy Quaid of this movie.
They did. They made him like the
for
crazy,
no reason too, because he had less contact with
Bill
the
Pullman
aliens than
Is a terrible actor. I mean, name one movie that he's not a good actor.
he's remembered by the speech from Independence Day.
Yeah, which they use in
I
the
can't
fucking
name
trailer
any
for the
other
second.
movies.
Casper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got so excited. Who played
Yeah.
Casper? Quick question.
Who played who did the voice or who
Casper,
did the
yeah.
actual?
Casper.
I don't know.
Devin Shawa.
Sawa.
Sawa.
I knew he played like the
Devin
boy
Sawa.
version. I didn't know he actually did the voice too.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you remember him?
I know he does. He does when he becomes a real
When
boy.
he becomes a real boy.
That is Devin Sawa. I didn't know he did the voice.
Yeah,
I,
he
I'm
does.
kind of questioning it. But
Well,
anyway,
I mean, I'm kind of
Independence Day
questioning it
2,
too.
garbage ass movie.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Tight.
All right, number
Tight?
2. My number 2, Suicide Squad.
Oh,
What was that?
Suicide Squad.
Okay.
It's a fucking bad movie. Everything about it is bad.
Look, it's not everything is well, but
Okay, you're right. Will Smith's good. Everything else about it is fucking terrible. Fuck the directing. Fuck the fucking music they
He
used in it.
wasn't. That was wrong. He wasn't the voice.
See,
Cha-ching.
I called him out on that too. You're welcome. I don't know why I said you're welcome.
What do you mean? I coaxed you into telling him. I don't know if I believe.
Shut up.
Rewind it.
What else was I shitting on? Oh, most of the acting, with the exception of Will Smith, I didn't even like Margot Robbie. She can kiss my ass, or I'll just kiss hers.
Yeah. Would you lick her?
Look how rough he looks now.
Oof. Looks like he should be in a war movie.
He looks like somebody broke his nose.
It also
and never
looks like
said it.
It almost looked Photoshop for a second there. Yeah, I just didn't like anything about this movie. Like when
Well, you
when,
did. You liked Will Smith.
Well, yeah, sorry, Will Smith. Yeah, I keep forgetting he's in the movie because everything else about it was bad.
What do you mean, man? I liked El Diablo or whatever
Yeah,
his name is.
I mean,
I
didn't we talk
he
for like
was-
45 minutes on this movie?
we did.
And then pissed Jeremy Winnikins off?
Wait,
Yeah.
when he got
Yeah,
pissed
dude,
again?
he got mad.
Yes! Yes!
because
Oh, wait,
we're
wait.
all biased, and we didn't bring somebody like him on to
He wouldn't
counteract it.
We've tried to get him on here time and again,
I
and he
told
just
him
brings
that.
excuses.
I mean, Steven talked about how much he liked Suicide Squad in a different episode, so he can kiss our ass.
What do
We
you
had
mean,
someone
dude?
Talk about
It's
that
the
I liked
same old fucking shit. With
Not
a
a
beam
good-
of light shooting into the sky.
I just like how we get worked up on everything.
It was an awful villain. It was just
Two awful villains.
Oh, God,
and all of a sudden
yeah.
El Diablo then blows up into this like villain that can face this other villain. They're
Oh.
like the
I
same
had my
freaking
fist.
creature.
I fucking hated the Joker, and I will tell Jared Leto when I see him in concert this summer.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's go on, because we've talked about this for like 4 hours now, total.
Alright, so-
No,
Dude,
like,
when
about
he got
Suicide
mad.
Squad.
When he got mad.
Yeah.
Winnie, you suck, dude. Come on, come on to Film Eat
People don't
Film.
like it.
Tell him to go fuck
whatever.
himself.
You come on to Film Eat Film, and we'll get you a spot.
Alright, is that it?
Your turn.
Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, my turn. My number 3 is way back in January, The Forest.
Ooh, I didn't see it.
Oh, the one with the girl from
I don't need this anymore.
from that
Natalie Dormer.
Natalie Dormer.
Oh, my
she's
Lord.
from
Game of Thrones.
yeah, Game of Thrones. that's
And
right.
the Hunger Games, the last two.
Love
I
of my
mean the
life.
Starving Games.
Starving.
Like, it's just, again, wasted premise, wasted everything, wasted
A
actors.
January dump.
Utter stupid people.
You
Like,
don't even
Natalie Dormer is the worst dumb person in the world because everyone tells her don't stay in the forest at night because it's the suicide forest in Japan.
Yep.
And she's like, I'm gonna stay tonight in the forest. Okay, well,
Why?
fuck
That
you
was a
then.
good-
I
Is
don't
she
care about you.
suicidal?
But she's
But-
so beautiful.
It doesn't matter.
I think she's like a really odd-looking woman.
She is.
But she is
But-
attractive.
There's points where she just like looks angry, and it makes me just so
Like,
lustful.
they had one
Ah.
cool point in there, which is when they started to actually bring in like a Japanese style ghost, but that was 2 seconds of it, and then they're like, ah, fuck it, we'll just go back to whatever shit story we were actually doing beforehand with our shit stuff. So, like, you shit on Suicide Squad, but it's because you haven't seen half the horror movies I watch.
It's true because I don't watch terrible horror movies.
I watch them.
You know they're terrible before you
I don't
watch them.
I don't watch good horror movies, to be honest.
is-
It's very rare that I watch
Don't
horror
breathe.
movies.
Like, I went
true.
in
If we count that
with
as
like
horror, which
hope
really you
that
don't.
this was actually gonna be good.
Although you do now.
No, fuck.
You just said it. You said it.
I said it as
All
a
right.
joke, motherfucker.
2.
I don't.
Yeah, it's
I
two.
think you're having it higher. This is Yoga Hosers.
Yes, I am.
So I will.
Kevin
You're
Smith
the
has sung some
hosers.
fucking lows, man.
Dude.
I don't respect him
The
anymore.
things he does for money.
Well, I do respect him, but
Why?
this might change
All
my...
right, well, we'll get to
into
that.
Yeah, we will get into
We'll
it.
get to it.
All right. So instead of that, I will go with my next one up, which is another horror movie that I shouldn't have watched, which is The Boy.
Which one? The boy? Oh, God.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? The Boy's twist?
It was a stupid twist.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It was a dumb twist. Person, like, I've seen it because I watched a better movie of this. If you watch Housebound, it is 100% better movie. than
Nobody's
The Boy
watched
is.
Housebound, okay? That's why they
I have
fucking
it on my
watched The
queue.
Boy.
Nobody watched The Boy. That's why it was a bad movie.
What do you mean? They said that, dude.
I don't
That's
think that's what.
No, it's
I
not.
it was a bad movie.
It was more of a terrible
It didn't make
story.
good money, did it?
No,
I
it didn't
highly
make
doubt
good
it.
money because it was like a February.
I don't know. Because the director who did The Boy is directing like a bigger movie now, so I think it
Says
did decently
who?
well. I looked it up. Like
It's
I
David
news-
Sawa or whatever the fuck
Devin
his
Sawa.
No,
Devin
but
Shawa.
Showy.
Like-
Shamwow.
I found
Wow.
myself not caring at all about Lauren Cohen throughout the entire thing.
Oh,
I've,
Lauren.
like,
He is.
she is.
I just think
but
she's
it's just
bland. I don't know.
The
You got
the
blinders on. All you see is
whole
that.
like doll, which
I
I,
do
thought
kinda
was going to
see
be the
that.
actual premise, and then they did the twist. I was like, oh well, I don't
Oh,
care.
God.
What's
Can
the
you-
point of that?
can you
I
ruin
thought
it
it was
for
going
me?
to be
Can you ruin it for me?
Spoiler alert! Everyone, shut up and listen
Do you
to this.
care?
whatever the.
Do you know the actual
Well, it's just
synopsis of the story?
the family thinks that this doll is their kid, right?
They worship the doll.
They worship the doll as their, was their
It's,
kid.
there's an actual person.
He
Hanging
lives
out.
in the walls, dude.
Yeah.
He lives
So,
in the freaking walls,
I'm,
and he moves the doll.
I'm dead serious. Watch Housebound. It's a much better version of
Yeah.
The Boy.
But
Okay.
nobody watched Housebound, dude. Like, so this is the. Well, this is the.
But don't watch it.
Yeah, but no. I'm saying the first time you see this twist is in the freaking Boy. That's gotta jack it up something.
No.
You know what I mean? When I read about it, I didn't even watch the movie. I just read about it. I was like, holy crap!
That is so good.
I was like, holy crap!
You're
That's actually like a sweet twist.
okay,
It's-
but if it's a good twist, what about the application of the
Look,
twist?
at the application
You
of the
just
twist
read
is
it.
I was-
terrible.
I don't know. It's whoever. I guess I gotta pin it on whoever wrote the freaking spoiler. I guess you know.
they pitched it hard to you, huh?
The whole,
I guess so.
The whole premise of it is just like it's just
Oh, I know it's
terrible
stupid.
overall.
Yeah.
But it's like that twist was not applied well. Like it could have been better, but it was terribly done. So like it would just made the twist like, oh, I don't care. Like just kill the dude and be done with it because I know Lauren Cohen's not dying. 'cause
Like
it's-
Saw when they just tell you everything at the end.
Yeah.
Like, here's what you missed. Da 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 da. It's like, yeah, I thought you already told us that the guy in the bathtub can't move because his brains are blown out. You know, like that
Yeah.
shit. It's like it's. I understand where you're coming from, dude. Like, I just should watch the movie.
Look, part of it's
That
probably
was
just
my
because
favorite.
like I watch so many horror movies that I've seen almost every twist that they can try and pull off,
Yeah.
and
No,
not
I
very
know,
many
but
of them
even,
do
like,
it good.
Yeah, like, but like, Don't Breathe and shit, like that shit's been done. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
that's why I say when I watch something that's original to me, it's like, obviously, you know, in this day and age, you're not gonna get something completely original. It's just the way they do it and the way they pull it off. If it's
Just
memorable.
their feet and everything.
Okay, you're up.
Collateral Beauty, number 3.
Ooh, wow, you watched that?
Didn't watch it.
I just had no interest in
Why didn't you watch it?
because of I heard the
Yeah,
the
you
spoiler-
heard it was like that.
No,
you didn't
okay.
watch it. Okay.
Well, yeah, but why would I
Well,
hear
you're
something
also
I
saying that
said?
it's a really bad movie, so I don't think you can like.
Well, okay, but I heard.
Well, I know. I'm saying
He's giving
like
me
the
shit,
fact that
first
he's
of all.
giving me shit for reading about
Oh,
the
yeah.
twist. Of
Yeah, and
the
I get
boy.
it, but it
Oh, okay.
it goes
I was
one
listening
way
to that
when
hard side.
when something sounds interesting to you, and then the other way when you know that the trailer lied to you wholeheartedly.
It's not even like just the way that the friends of Will Smith come off, and Will Smith, whatever, trying to grab again. I've got a cramp. He tries to grab again for I don't know some Oscar. I don't know, dude. This dude, in Concussion, he wasn't good. Sorry, I got a cramp. Yeah, man, Collateral Beauty is just so weird. Like they hire
Yeah,
people to be
blackmail him, right?
well, like,
Essentially.
yeah, to pretend like they're time and death and whatever,
Such a weird
and it's just like,
concept.
why would you do that? And so many people went to see it, and I was like, don't do it.
Because it made you
Don't
think
do
like
it.
the actual.
It was like a heartfelt story, but
Yeah.
like maybe they tried to think that it was heartfelt, but it wasn't.
Man, that's just a
Collateral
weird-
Beauty is just garbage.
Yeah,
Names now.
Number 2 is God's Not Dead 2.
You saw that?
Yeah, what do you want me to
Oh
say,
my
man?
god! It
Saw the
looked,
first one. The first one
horrible.
was freaking funny as hell. Like,
the second one looked like a
Frank
just a
Dean.
like a. I don't even know how to put it in words because I saw the trailer for it on some DVD when I was watching. I'm like,
you recognize the name.
what is this?
it's like telling someone to say, you know,
Jeffrey Wilder.
And it's
it's
not-
like telling someone to watch
Oh,
Atheism
Jeffrey like
2.0.
right, exactly. It's
Nobody's
like,
gonna watch it and go in there thinking, "Oh, this is a it's a
this is
subjective movie."
Yeah, this
Like,
is something that's not going to try sway me one way or the other,
it's absolutely awful, and like
and that's what's wrong
the
with
first
like,
one was atrocious.
Wilder.
Number 2 is god awful.
Well, that's what's
Catherine
wrong
Wilder.
with like, and I it's
Just
not,
watch Silence if you're into that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
go
That's
watch
what I was just gonna
Silence.
say.
Wow.
I'm not a
Same
religious
thing.
person in any right, and,
No,
and
neither
that's,
am
and
I,
that's
but-
known throughout.
Teen-
But when these movies are trying to shove their beliefs down your throat, it's like, why would I want to see that? I would rather see something like Silence, which argues
Same last name.
it over something else.
Well,
and
the
I can
production
get-
value is absolutely horrible. You
Yeah.
know, you can
I'll
tell it's
show you
low
some.
budget, but you know, because they have a crowd, you know, it's like these movies like Independence Day 2. Like, why would
Yeah.
you ever release that?
It's
You know, how does
because-
that get greenlit over some other movies? That
I
are out
don't.
there?
I mean, it does blow my mind, but it's because stupid people will go and pay money to see this.
and then
stuff.
they'll believe in it wholeheartedly and enjoy it. So that was my number 2.
All right, my number 3 is London Has Fallen.
Didn't watch it.
Oh my god. What was going on in this movie? It was so like and it wasn't even okay, so I obviously grew up in an era where testosterone action films, Schwarzenegger led action films were like the norm. But like that is not the time and it's not something that can be modernized. And this movie tries to be like this buff American, yeah, go America kind of movie.
Yeah.
And it's just so god awful. Like they take themselves too seriously when it could have been maybe done okay in the sense that it was like a 90s Schwarzenegger film where it was just having fun. But this movie was like trying hard to shove America down your throat. And then just Gerard Butler as the main American actor is just a poor choice because he can't do a proper American accent to save
Boy,
his life.
is he fallen, man. Pun
And-
intended.
Yeah. What is with you? 2 in a row. 2 puns in a row.
He took the same American accent class that Jean-Claude Van Damme did to play, what is his name?
Oh, he played.
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
he played the dude with the American flag
Yeah.
tattoo.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, he played
Guile.
Guile. Yeah, he
Yeah.
played Guile.
Guile, dude.
Oh, dude, this was just a god awful movie. I literally watched. I don't know why I watched it. First of all, because I knew I wasn't going to like
You
it.
didn't pay for it, did you?
No, it was on Netflix, but I couldn't
Still
get.
is.
I couldn't get through the movie in one full chunk. I watched it one day, and then 2 days later, and then another 2 days later,
That's
and
even
fell
worse.
asleep in between it. And it was just, I don't know, man.
I would have
It's-
given up.
I almost gave up, but I was going for that. I was going for that list number, bragging full out. So that's my number 3, god awful. Number 2, it is Zoolander 2. This movie,
I didn't even bother.
first of all,
Shit, dude.
up front.
Fuck the first one too.
No, fuck you. First of all, I loved the first
It was
movie.
stupid.
It is not stupid. It's funny. It's
Stop arguing.
we have to argue. This is what we do.
Alright, touche.
But I love the first one, even if it's not the greatest movie. I get the laughs from the movie and the quotes, especially when watching it with Siski. I don't know why it does
it's
it for
not
me,
the actual,
but it does.
it's not-
And
Lobster doesn't do it for you, but fucking Zoolander does.
Zoolander does, but not the second one. That's what we're talking about. It is so. I think my biggest problem with when they're trying to franchise comedies is that they try to take the same jokes that worked the first time because it's a new joke, and they try rehashing it in a second. You can't do that. We already saw this joke. That's like taking a same action sequence and doing the exact same thing in the next movie of something. You're not changing a single thing, and especially when 12 years or so have passed from the last time this movie was relevant. It's just god awful. It is, oh man. And I had high hopes because, yeah, like I said, I liked the first one, so I thought maybe I can at least get some remote excitement out of this. Everyone phoned it in, even Will Ferrell, which was
Pharaoh?
Ferrell. Pharaoh.
He
Yeah,
should
it's
be
like the
called
Pokemon.
Pharaoh.
But yeah, and they tried doing twists in the movie and stuff, and it's so bad. Don't watch it. I don't even want anyone to watch it.
That's why it's on the list.
Yeah. So Damon.
What's your number
Yeah,
one? dude?
my number one worst movie I watched this year was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the stupid fucking whatever.
Out of the shadows.
Yeah, Out of the Shadows. God awful.
It's not that bad.
It's fucking awful. Fuck you. I watched.
Argue, please.
I
It's
watched.
not that bad.
It's fucking god awful.
It's not. It's better than the first one.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
It
Yeah.
isn't.
Yes, it is.
I
It's better than
fucking
the first.
completely disagree. I think
Then-
they added the only
Where's your facts, son?
everything they added in the fucking second one made it worse than the first one. Like everything.
Okay, they cut down. What's her face's role in half.
Yep, probably made it worse.
Nope, did not make it
then they
worse.
added-
She's the worst actress of the whole
Because
thing.
they fucking added terrible actors and actresses after that. They added fucking Seamus and whatever that other dude is.
They
Bebop
played
and Rocksteady
Rocksteady.
were literally the worst things I've ever seen in a
Have
movie.
you watched
ever.
the
Have you
90s
ever?
cartoon?
Yeah. Have you
Like,
ever watched or
awful.
read anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Ever?
Yes.
That's what they're supposed. That was exactly what those
Yeah,
characters
and it
were.
works
They're
better as a
dumb
fucking
idiots.
cartoon. They literally.
What did you want
They
from
added
this movie?
shitty moments from fucking to every like minor like scene. They just added. Oh my god.
Did you want this to be a dark, seeping Dark Knight-esque?
No, I wanted it to
comic
take
book
itself
adaptation?
seriously and not fucking just make jokes at random points. Like, here's this moment where we're fucking looking at this alien thing and they're like, oh my god, there's an alien thing. And they make a fucking fart joke.
It's for
They're,
kids.
They're fucking like, they're looking at me. They're looking at me and they're like, you're
pissed.
retarded. So we're just gonna make a fart joke right now. And it's like,
That's not what
it's
they're
fucking
saying.
stupid.
They're saying, "Hey, bring your kids because fart jokes are still funny to them."
But they're not to anybody. They're
They are.
fucking stupid.
My brothers were rolling.
Your
when that,
brothers, I'm
Don't
not
you
gonna
say the?
anything
I
mean
will
about your
stab
brothers.
you with something in my vicinity. Probably this popcorn thing.
Just use Sokka's finger.
Yeah, I'll stab you with Sokka's finger.
The fucking
wait.
Krang and fucking shit, that was stupid. The whole fucking ending
That was
dumb.
underdeveloped. I will give you that.
It was
They
all dumb. It all looked bad.
didn't look bad.
It did.
So they, what April
Just
O'Neil,
Spies Rest.
what's her face?
Yeah. What?
Megan Fox.
Megan
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah. I don't know why I lost her name.
She's a shitty actress. But you gotta watch her on New Girl.
She is good on New Girl.
She's
actually.
good on New Girl.
She wasn't that bad in this movie either. But
Because
he
she wasn't in it as much
he
as the
also
first one.
Has this movie higher on his list than
I
The
don't. I have it
Lobster,
like
so.
on my bottom half. I'm not saying it's a
you have
rock
like
solid
fucking
movie.
Mystery of the fucking Ooze on your top 5 of your top 50 or whatever.
Okay, it's the first one, not the fucking Secret of the Ooze. And
I got stressed by that.
It's number 11 for the umpteenth time that I fucking told you this.
No, dude, I
First
didn't
of all,
say it was in
fucker,
your
it's
top
not
10.
Mystery of the
I
Ooze.
I said it was in my top 5, my top
Secret of the
50.
Ooze.
I said it's in your top 50.
He did.
He
say
said top 5 of my
No,
top
he
50.
said top
He
50.
did.
Damn
I
it.
think the
Rewind
rage
it.
is,
Rewind
the
it.
rage,
Rewind
I
it.
think the rage is clouding your judgment.
It's not clouding
Padawan.
my judgment. It's just this movie was so fucking bad, and I don't understand why people think it's better than the first one. It is god awful.
Well,
They dropped the stupid Johnny Knoxville voice, and they got the actual actor playing Leonardo. To
Whatever.
Play. And they actually used
It
Leonardo
doesn't do
as a
anything.
leading character instead of a side character to Raphael.
Not really.
They actually
They
focus.
focus on the villains more than they focus on the fucking heroes.
I disagree. They focus on each one of the turtles and made them
They
do
don't.
their actual things,
They
like
didn't focus on
Donatello.
Donnie at all.
They
They didn't focus on Mikey at all.
they did.
They were
too.
side characters to the fucking the ongoing rivalry between Leonardo and Donatello, or not Donatello, Raphael, that has been told about 30,000 fucking times.
I mean, they gave you
No.
actual real Shredder in this one. I mean, that was a big point for me. Getting real Shredder and not fake, I'm a robot Shredder.
Transformer Shredder.
Yeah.
I mean, just to take him away and put him in a fucking frozen
Yeah,
tube
I was
in the middle of
upset about
space,
that.
and then to lock out that space and have it never return.
Because that always is a possibility. What universe?
It's never a possibility because they destroyed that entire.
Like what universe would it not be a possibility aside from every
This one, because
universe
they've
like
canceled this series.
superheroes and
4
turtles
hours
and
later.
everything
They've-
like that?
So
they've-
Teenage Ninja Turtles.
They've canceled the
let's keep
series, so
going.
they're never coming back.
Yeah, they did cancel.
Well, yeah,
it.
no one's coming back.
Exactly. Thank God.
So maybe
That's
we-
how awful this movie was. The first one, they at least made a fucking sequel. This one, they are not. Because it
Maybe
was so
it-
fucking bad.
No, that's because it just
Why
didn't
was
make
that
enough
at least
money.
they made a sequel?
I don't know. Because it did well enough.
So you-
It did
like,
well
so you
enough for them
wanted
to
a
make
sequel.
a
Would you
sequel.
prefer latex suits again?
Yeah.
He wants it so you can
You know that I
see
love the
person.
90s movies. I don't know why
I'm
you
not
even asked
saying
that
I'm
fucking
not. I
question.
don't like the '90s movies.
I think those movies are amazing. I love them.
Look,
They're my childhood, and I love
David
them.
loves Samurai Turtles. It's just
Yeah.
it's like
Turtles in
something-
Time. That's your favorite. Is that the one?
Oh, God, that one's awful.
But Casey
Oh,
Jones
they
returns.
did bring Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Back. That was a good part, but everything else in that movie was dumb.
All right, Taylor, you're up.
All right, my number one.
I'm gonna
You
freaking
could
argue
probably-
with you. We're arguing about everything. This is great.
You could
Right
probably
on.
guess my number one because I went on a rant about it at work.
Oh, yep. Can I guess it? Blair Witch.
Yes, the new Blair Witch movie. I hated it with a
Stuckman
passion.
liked it.
Stuckman is an idiot then.
No, he's not. Sometimes.
You leave him alone.
Look, the Blair Witch was
stuff.
terrible. They took a premise that worked 20 years ago, 30 years ago,
In '98.
60 years ago?
and they
So
shook.
20.
What they did is they took the same cameras, shook them more, and were like, "This will
yeah.
still work in 2016, right?"
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? We have the Blair Witch. Nah, just kidding. It was a fake. It was a fake, guys. What you thought was next to the Blair Witch. That's cool. Oh, she has reality warping and time warping powers. Why doesn't she just fucking kill the kids? Like, you have that much power. Why are you throwing tents into space? Like, look at all the power I have. Tent. Look at this power. Tent. The girl that dies because she falls out of a tree because her arm gets slapped. Like, it's literally a slap. She's climbing up there like a doofus to get the stupid drone that they wasted because they're like, hey, we bought a drone, but we rented it, so we have to give it back in like 5 minutes. So just shoot something quick with it. We'll be good. And then they're like, oh, have the girl go up into the tree and get it, and we'll kill her by slapping her arm and having her fall out of it, and she died. Oh, guess what? We had a huge time loop that makes absolutely no sense at all because of what you did was you took the very beginning of it and you showed us the ending of it, which makes no sense to me because why would I be seeing the ending of the beginning already? Even if you're a time loop, even if the Blair Witch is this powerful, it makes absolutely no sense that she would just let these people go around and do this stuff. And then the two main characters die in the dumbest way possible because they're sitting there just like, I'm ranting hard right now. They're sitting there and like the thing is like, oh, don't look at it, it'll kill you. So they're sitting in a corner, like, not looking at it. And the first one, like, hears the
That's
sister.
not the Josh, but still.
Hears
same
the
thing.
sister's voice. Is like, oh, well, maybe his sister's there. And he turns around and gets killed. Then girl goes off running, hears that guy's voice.
Well,
is
she
like,
didn't even go off running. She like ran across the room, and that's it.
yeah. And she's like, oh, I heard a voice. This didn't just trick the other guy and killed him. What? Dad, what the... Like, what was the whole point of me wasting an hour and a half of my life to watch your shitty, shaky cam film? Like, do something new.
Well, as the only other person that saw this movie in this room, I don't hate it as much as Taylor does, but I mean I can't disagree with most of the things you said.
Look,
I thought
You're
that
that powerful and you throw tents, you're not worth it.
I thought that at least I'm sure he got the director, forget his name, but I'm sure he got hired to make this movie because they were doing the fake promos for a different movie, and then they said, oh wait, no, it's the Blair Witch, and here it comes out in a couple weeks, which is interesting promotion, I guess. But I appreciate the fact that he at least tried something new with something that was destined to fail this time in this place.
To me, it wasn't new because he took the Blair Witch and just did the same thing.
Well, what can you do with the Blair Witch? You know, I mean, they tried actual
Expand,
making a real movie that's not a handheld found footage movie with the second one, and it was garbage.
That
Maybe
wasn't
show
a
her?
movie.
You think that they show her, but it's technically, I guess that
It's
in an
one of
interview
her
they said
victims.
it's one of, which doesn't make sense to me because they explain her a little bit more in the movie, and they say that when the lore of the witch was she was hung from trees and like stones or stuff were held on to her like arms and legs, so everything got pulled out and elongated, and then when you see the creature at the end, it's got long, gross arms and legs, so you think it's the witch, right? But apparently it's not.
No,
Which doesn't make sense.
And it kills me because it's like, why did I watch that entire movie to not see the witch at the end of it? Why did I watch that movie in general? Is most of the questions I ask. But
It was creepy. I mean, but you only see it for literally a split second, and it's like from the back you see it.
Yeah, it's like
because she's
super-
holding the camera backwards, and you see it out of the corner of the camera.
You
like
just
peek
see
in
it
and out,
for
peek
like
in and out.
half a second, you see it.
So it's supposed to be some victim that has been there for how long?
Apparently, because
Yeah.
she took one of the other people in because she can manipulate time in this. She took one of the other guys and made him just run around for a while for like how long did he say? For a while, like
Well,
he was there
Who's
for months.
Who's telling him that? Who's telling him this?
She is. Well, like, or he, because he's living
Well,
a different. This guy, or no,
He's living in a different reality, more
Then,
or less.
like-
Like, she's basically created multiple realities that she just sticks
Dude,
people
yeah.
with.
What?
Yeah. And it's just like, it's such a mess to me. And it's just like, it frustrated the hell out of me.
Yeah,
and
it gets
like,
crazy.
Christ.
And like the
I'm
one,
already getting frustrated with the fuck.
the one cool thing, and one thing that like showed, oh, she's super, like actually kind of powerful and cool, was when like the one girl takes the little voodoo doll and snaps in half, and the girl snaps in half in real life, like on the thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that was cool, and that was a really cool way for her to
But
die.
even the way that they shot that too, like I had to rewind it because I didn't see it right away because it's very poorly lit, the whole movie, obviously, and the shakiness of the camera, because right when it happens, the girl bends back, and then the camera shakes up, and you're like, oh, well, what the fuck did I just miss? Because, you know what I mean? It wasn't a good movie.
Oh, so there's one person in the group, another girl picks up a voodoo doll.
And she breaks it, and then the girl's back breaks in half,
Yeah,
and she
like-
bends in half. But it's
The
so
last
like,
thing I would do with a voodoo doll. Just so you guys know.
yeah.
She
One
was
and a
like-
half? Yeah. That'd probably be.
But yeah,
I'd tickle it first.
I mean, after listening to this for the
I'm
second
tickling
time,
you. Does anyone?
I agree
Anyone
to
feel
an
ticklish
extent.
right now?
I'm
But-
number one.
You're number one.
9 Lives.
You saw that movie?
That's pretty much been this entire list. It's like
It's
you
just-
watched that.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Why did you see that?
Dude, I have little cousins, man. Like, I have people that, like, hey,
Oh,
let's go to a movie, go to this. Like, I don't have to pay for it.
yeah, that's true.
So I
you
go
saw it
to
in
it.
theaters too?
Yeah, where else?
Oh, I
am
feel
gonna
like you.
s-
I feel like you told us about this a while ago, and I must
like
have
fucking
forgotten.
9 Lives, man. It's Spacey. Everybody in there is in for a crash grab. Like, Switching Bodies has gotten so old. Switching Bodies has gotten. it's so stupid. And the fact that he switches with the cat and he's got to learn a lesson and all this garbage, like, don't waste your time, don't waste your money, don't waste your life. It's stupid. It's horrible. It's not good at all. And think of a bad movie, a terrible movie. Don't watch it.
Shaggy Dog.
Yeah,
Shaky Dog. Don't watch it.
yeah.
Wild Hogs. Don't watch it.
That's like a thing I
Anything
plan.
with Tim Allen, don't watch it.
Santa Claus 2. Santa Claus 1. Watch it.
I even like Santa Claus
9 lives, dude. There's not much I have to say other than the fact that it's just god awful.
You're supposed to go into like a full rant, like
Yeah, this
Damon
is-
and I both.
I can't do it. Well, because like the thing was, I was enjoying snacks while I was eating it, while I was watching it.
eating the cat.
I
9
was
lives,
watching it. I
right?
was like, okay, this is exactly what I expected, which is nothing, and it's not good.
I'm just gonna keep side-eyeing you, like...
All right. Well, mine was ruined earlier. Thanks a lot, you piece of shit. But Yoga
I'm sorry.
Hoosiers was my number one. Oh my god. I'll go on a little rant because
Yes,
I
please.
was very like, okay. I'll go back to what you said, and I guess I can lose respect for Kevin Smith in the filmmaking realm and as a filmmaker, but I still love the guy for the person he is because I appreciate and I relate to a lot of things he talks about and says. But all my bias aside, this movie was garbage, and it was intentionally bad, but to the point that it was so it went miles past so bad it's good into it's god awful. And why did they put money into making a movie like this?
Well, they
It
didn't
is-
put that much money into it, did they?
To try to get his
I'm
daughter
sure
to be
I'm
his
sure it
stuff.
may, I'm sure
I
they
feel like,
put
yeah,
a
I
couple
feel like at a
million.
certain
I will
point,
look
he's
at
just
the
making money. He's just making movies because he wants to have fun.
I don't,
Who
and
knows,
that's
like-
that's fine, dandy. But I don't know how they could have had fun with this movie. It was like the acting was, it was so bad.
It's like
The best part of
take-
it, like you said it, yeah.
Yeah,
Justin,
I don't
yeah, he didn't
watch
see it.
Yeah.
Justin Lawn is in it as a yoga instructor, and he has a couple funny one-liners. But that is literally the extent of me laughing at this movie. And the only reason I watch this movie is because he said watch it, and because I watched a scary movie at night, and I needed to let another movie to let myself up before I go to sleep.
My man Crispin.
Under the Shadows, awesome movie.
I don't know what
Look,
that is.
I mean, the thing is
What
basically
about It Comes From the Shadows? A24 movie coming out? Or like,
Oh
It
yeah,
Came
that
From the
looks
Shadows?
awesome. That looks awesome.
I don't know what we're talking
but
about.
It Came From the Shadows.
but Yoga Hosers, basically, if you think about like what's the worst like Canadian stereotype you can think of, and then just turn it up 100-fold, and that's everyone in that
The
movie.
budget was $5 million. They wasted
How?
$5 million on that movie because they use practical effects. There's this big giant creature at the end. I don't know. Maybe paying Johnny Depp. I don't know.
Dude, Tusk is bad too.
No, but Tusk is bad in the sense that there's enjoyable qualities to it. Like what's the guy's name that turns him into Tusk? Michael.
Forget
the
yeah.
actor, but he's good in the movie. Like
He is, but,
gives a
like-
good performance, and even like the whole element of the
You're
Tusk
right.
is like at least
You're right,
at
yeah.
least bearable to like, and it's
There's,
you can
there's a
watch,
theme in there.
yeah, and you can watch it in the funny light. Like I actually didn't mind Tusk because I got it. And that's what I thought maybe this movie might be. I could go into it thinking, well, it's not going to be it's not going to be anything special, but it's at least I can appreciate certain elements of it. And there's just nothing like.
I almost
I mean-
bought a signed version of Tusk from his store.
Ooh,
I'm glad I didn't.
What
It's kind
about Nazi Haley Joel Osment?
for the split second.
Is he still fat?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still fat, but he did have a pretty good German accent, though.
I was surprised
honestly.
with that.
But okay, so Kevin's like do you know the premise of the movie?
No.
It's these girls are in a band which opens the movie and they can't sing worth shit. Like the music, you can tell like the dubbing on them mouthing the song is off and everything. And then they run this store and they're just like the most stereotypical Canadians, but also teenage girls, and
Always on their phone.
always on their phone, and they just have these stupid sayings. And then there's like so many points of the movie that he keeps just writing and thinks that like these moments are so funny, and they just totally lose you in the context of whatever remnants of of a moving forward script you have, and then out of nowhere these
Bratzies.
these Bratzies, these Nazi brats, miniature brats played by Kevin Smith that are just horrible CGI, or not CGI, but like animated in, because it's like not green screen, but you know what I mean. And it's just they have to fight them. They have to fight them.
Brats.
They have to fight Nazi brats that go up kids' butts and kill them.
Well, not only kids,
Movie
but
ruined. Like, I could have watched this and you
What?
just had to ruin it.
What the
That
fuck
is the
happened
premise.
to Chasing Amy?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Where is
man.
Kevin's? Like, I would
I don't
watch
know.
Jersey Girl 500 times before I'd watch this. Dude, Kevin Smith, man, I don't know what happened to him,
It's
man.
it's
It's
very
the only one I
disappointing
haven't
because
watched.
I really do like Kevin
I
Smith
mean,
as
the
a
last
dude.
good movie
And-
he made was Clerks 2. So.
Well, like I said,
Clerks
I
2
don't
is
mind
funny,
Tons.
but I don't know. But
Clerks 2 is great.
I
But
wouldn't say great.
that's
it's good.
it's great. That is my one. So that is our list.
That's our list. We're not gonna go
Yay.
through a whole
Nope.
full thing.
We are all
because,
tired for how
It
much
is almost
stress we just
1 in
had
the
from
morning.
talking about these movies.
Yeah,
So much
man.
ranting.
Thanks, guys, for listening. Check out our other reviews and our top 10 lists and our short films and our promo videos and everything that goes along with a Real Frame of Mind. If you sign up for or if you subscribe to us, don't fucking revoke it because you're a douchebag if you do. I already know half of these people who are subscribing are gonna unsubscribe, so you're a douchebag. Congratulations. Tell us what your worst movie is. Tell us what we got wrong, and
Don't go see these.
weigh in on The Lobster, weigh in on Blair Witch,
And
weigh in on Turtles 2, the new Turtles 2, and tell me what you think about Secret of the Ooze, because I just want to know.
I liked it.
Thank you.
Ciao.